So the next logical thing is to show you my N64 collection, right? Well, here it is. This is where all the magic happened back in the day. There's the N64, some controllers, some memory cards, some games, and the mother load, a bunch of games. So let's get started. So first one, Star Wars Episode 1 Racer. I like this one, playing with my friends. Multiplayer was awesome. When I was a kid, I really liked, being able to turn on my side, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, great multiplayer game. Alright, next one up, Bassmasters 2000. Played it a couple times with my brother. Nice music. And Star Fox 64. This is a real fun game, like to just go down on like a hot summer day when it's too hot to go outside. You're down in the nice cool basement and you beat this in one sitting. That is fun. Nice boss battles. The whole like Nintendo shoot the weak spots. I loved it. Hey You Pikachu. This was a really cool game when I was a kid. Cause like, talk to Pikachu. That's what every kid wanted to do, right? So, yeah, you just tell Pikachu what to do, swear at Pikachu, yell at Pikachu, have a great time with Pikachu. Hot Wheels Turbo Racing, real fun arcade racer. Like it's the whole, you do a jump, do some spins, and you get some turbo boost. Very fun multiplayer, awesome tracks, like cool track designs, all that kind of stuff. 1080-degree snowboarding, another fun game that I usually only played multiplayer. Yeah, when I was a kid, it was real fun to spin, and I like the music a lot. Just gets stuck in your head. Now coming up, Banjo-Tooie, my favorite video game of all time. I'm gonna have to do a separate video on this one because I love it. I have a lot of hours from way back in the day, and me and my friends would all sit down here and we'd go through story mode, laughing at the funny context, enjoying the art design, and just loving the gameplay. Here's another great one I liked to play with my brother back in the day, Ken Griffey Jr.'s Baseball. It was so much fun, like the gameplay. I haven't played many other baseball games, but the whole, you could, tricking the person who's batting, like with your awesome different curves and twists of the ball. It was, when I was a kid, it was real fun. Indiana Jones and the Infernal Machine. This was, going back, this is a lot like Uncharted. Like, there's a lot of jumping, climbing, hanging, grappling, and like looking for treasure, solving puzzles, environmental puzzles. A lot of fun. Try it, especially if you like Uncharted. Try this game. And next, Banjo-Kazooie, which I actually, believe it or not, played after Banjo-Tooie. It's a lot different from Banjo-Tooie. It's not as enjoyable as Banjo-Tooie because when I was a kid, it really made me angry when you'd have to start all over with the Jinjos and all the flute, the little notes each time you played a level. But what can I say? Now here's a weird one. South Park. This was the very first game I bought with my own money at a garage sale. Yeah, it's a first-person shooter, and the multiplayer is actually really fun to play with friends because throw snowballs at each other, shoot chicken guns that were the sniper rifles, shoot guns that change people into small people into animals. It definitely incorporated the humor of South Park. NHL 99, a really, really fun hockey game. I played this with my friends a lot. One of my most embarrassing video game memories was when we all popped popcorn and watched the computer play against the computer. Those were the days. Turok and Turok 2, I recently got these like a year ago. Going back and playing these after modern first-person shooters, it's really hard to control, and I really never got into it. F-Zero X, got this recently. It's fun for multiplayer. You go really fast, you can sense that you're going fast, and hard. Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Now, this was a game that you spent a lot of time with, and you cherished that time you spent with it. Like, and then you beat it, and you know what you do? You just go and you start a new account and you play it again. It was just so fun to just play through this. Like when I was a kid, I'd never played anything like this. This was cool. Super Mario 64. When I was a kid, this was hard for me, and I never got into it because of that. But I did get like halfway through. But then on the three, on the I mean the DS version, when I first got the DS, I played 3/4 through. But a lot of people like it. It probably is a good game, but there's a lot of stuff on my plate right now. Donkey Kong 64. This is another great game to just ape around in. Just run around doing different things. It's it's kind of like, well, yeah, it's rare. It's basically like Banjo Tooie, but it's Donkey Kong. And yeah, Donkey Kong. They really didn't do much with Donkey Kong after this, except Donkey Kong Returns, which is a recent game, but I haven't played that. Road Rash 64. This was a real fun multiplayer game, and I really hope that they have a sequel or something coming to a new console because this was real fun to just hit people off, like hit your friend off of his motorcycle with a bat, and then hit some other people off with a club or with a golf club. Rampage 2, Universal Tour. This was a fun game to play a multiplayer. N64 has a lot of great multiplayer games. Uh, Very memorable music, classic Rampage gameplay, and it was simply a fun game. This was an awesome game when I was a kid. I recently had to buy this because when I was a kid, this was like something you got to rent once in a while, like as a treat. It was so cool, like being a kid, to like mix together different abilities to make different things. The classic Kirby gameplay, and just that whole combination thing. And being a kid, you got to mess around and create. Pokemon Stadium, back in the Pokemon craze, this was a awesome game. Like your friends would come over and be like, "I have Pokemon on the TV," and it was awesome. And you got to pick from the set of 150 Pokemon, whatever you want, and then you'd go and you'd fight against your friend. And the whole like, "Oh, I'm looking at your controller. What movie are you picking?" That was classic memories, and the mini games in this game were real fun. Okay, Iggy's Wrecking Balls. This is a unique game. Just the voices announcing the beginning of the game. Iggy's Wrecking Balls. It's worth it to hear Iggy's Wrecking Balls, and the gameplay, to describe it to you, you're like a ball, and you shoot a cord onto different platforms. I'd say it's like a platform race, and you're racing from point A to point B, and you have to go on all sorts of different platforms by shooting your cord and like pulling your ball up. It's real unique. Battle Tanks Global Assault, another great multiplayer game, and like co-op. Like your friend would come and you'd play co-op and you'd beat the campaign, then you'd be like, "I want more," and you go to the multiplayer and you face each other and you kill each other to the death with different kinds of awesome tanks. Mario Kart 64, this was a fun multiplayer game, and the battle mode was just revolutionary, like in my eyes, for kart racing. And you have the 3 balloons, you go around, you get the abilities, and you shoot people with them. It was real fun with friends, especially with 4 people going on up on the skyscraper and they're all falling off, except you know how to stay on because you're awesome. That was a great memory. Perfect Dark. This was another fun first-person shooter and multiplayer game for the N64. I even went back recently with my friend on a trip, and we brought the N64 with and played this game. It was fast-paced, fun. The weapons are cool. They're all like alien human combined. And there's the alternate fires, which we thought were real cool back then. You have to try it. GoldenEye 007, real fun multiplayer, just like standing next to each other, where you go in the caves with the golden gun, and you have the golden gun and you're defending the hill, and like if you have the golden gun, no one's gonna kill you, especially if you have friends over who don't have GoldenEye and you're better. You just get to sit on that hill with the golden gun and shoot them. 007, World Is Not Enough. Obviously not as good as 007 GoldenEye because, we all thought it would be awesome because it was like a sequel or whatever. It has alternate fires like in Perfect Dark, but it's not as cool as GoldenEye. Better graphics, but whatever. And finally, Super Smash Bros. This was the epitome of like, sleepovers, parties. Your friends come and you play Super Smash Bros. And then I personally would be Kirby, just sit up on the thing, kill everyone, and then win every time. The other kids try to be Kirby, but they are not a better Kirby than you. That's just another feeling, like from your memory of like, you know, just the N64, man. N64. Okay, see you next time.